Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How excited are we to be here? Really excited, right? JB, thank you for that kind introduction and the shout out to my mom and for your commitment to early education over the years. Of course, I want to recognize Mayor Gray for your vision and understanding how important this facility would be to Parkside, how important it would be as an anchor to the Promise Neighborhood Initiative, and how it would be a role model for people to look at around the country, if not the world, for what can happen when you have local government working with the private sector, working with the federal government to make magic happen for all of these amazing children. So another round of applause for our mayor. I, of course, have to recognize Susie Buffett, who first told me about Educare, and for your long-standing commitment to early childhood education as well. I look around, I see Alma Powell, and then all of our friends from Chicago. Welcome to my home, away from home. Chicago's still home, and believe me, it does my heart good to see Manny and Jeff and Alan and so many of you from my hometown. It is an honor for me to be here today, and of course Jesse and the board and everyone here, the educators and those little darlings who performed. Were they something else? Walking in, I almost got waylaid by the classroom. I was so tempted to spend the day. So Bill may enjoy this phase in your children's life, because pretty soon they're going to be the same age as my daughter, 27, and I'll look back and wish for those days. You were amazing. You are a beacon of hope. Thank you as well. So JB mentioned that early childhood education is pretty important and personal to me because of my mom, who spent her entire career working to professionalize the field of early childhood education. When she co-founded Erickson Institute, which is a private graduate school and research center in early childhood education, back in 1966, it was intended to serve the vital need to provide early childhood professionals with the training that they needed to staff the growing demand in the field. And what my mom believed then, and what she still believes today as she continues to work at the age of 84, is that investing in children and our young people's education is the most important investment we could possibly make. And I know everybody here agrees with that. This year, during President Obama's State of the Union address, he referenced the decades of research that prove that the sooner a young child begins to learn, the more optimistic their futures will be. In fact, as you all know, for every dollar we invest in early childhood education, quality early childhood education, we save $7 down the line by reducing the high school dropout rate, teenage pregnancy, and of course criminal convictions. So it's a good investment, and therefore it should receive bipartisan support, right? Thank you. Today, fewer than 3 out of 10 of our 4-year-olds are enrolled in high-quality preschool programs. Only 3 out of 10. And many families in America cannot afford a private preschool. Yet why should our children fall behind in life simply because of the financial wherewithal of their parents? That's why President Obama has called upon Congress to authorize making high-quality early learning education available to every single child in America. Now, I had the opportunity to visit Educare back in April. Jesse and Sonia gave me a tour, and I observed firsthand the professional and devoted educators teaching in the classroom. The sparkle in the eyes and the thirst for knowledge was visible in every single child, and they had to drag me away from each classroom because I could have spent the day with those little darlings. So why was the sparkle there? Because you have recruited the most talented professionals, and you have taken a comprehensive approach to closing the achievement gap by applying best practices, the latest research, to more effectively educating our youngest children. And your approach emphasizes the 4 Ps: programs, places, partnerships, and platforms. And guess what? It is working. As I always say, there's nothing wrong with the children. It's the adults that need the skills to help them reach their full potential. Every single child comes into this world, ready to learn, anxious to learn, and what they just need is a little help from us adults. Because of the work you do, I left the day of my visit with every confidence that all of your students will grow up with that insatiable, lifelong love of learning because of the positive experience that they're having right here. And that's what led me back here today to offer you my congratulations and your best wishes for a happy first birthday. Please know that President Obama and everyone in his administration, and you'll be hearing from both our Secretary of Education and our Secretary of Health and Human Services, Arnie Duncan from Chicago, of course, and Kathleen Sebelius this afternoon at your lunch, because we all share the belief that educating and caring for our next generation, beginning at the earliest of ages, and you're right, fetus would be good, just as soon as they come out would be perfect. We're laying the foundation for the next great chapter in the American history. So thank you everyone for your support.